Yeah, sure.
Starting at the very beginning about the mayor and the mayor and the governor kind of at odds with one another.
Right. So the Keisha supposedly gets the corona, and so now the governor Kemp and the Keisha are going to war, basically refuting one another, saying that the governor says that what she does doesn't really hold any weight and is unenforceable, and it can't counteract or contradict the state. If what the state's implemented, which is certain phase of reopening this and that. She's saying she wants to go way back to the beginning, and shut down all the businesses in Atlanta again to everything but essential. And you cannot be out on the streets unless you're an essential worker or going to and from the grocery store again. And I don't think people are going to have it because of last night when I saw people doing what they were doing on the streets and going places and trying to do things and thus and so. But during the course of all that, I met a gentleman who told me 3 separate stories last night. One of which he said that his sister has a friend that was supposed to have a surgery, pre-surgery test for COVID, so that she could have the surgery. She had to take a test and had to cancel all that, canceled the test, and a week later got a letter in the mail stating that she had tested positive for COVID from a test that she had never taken. He told me another story where they had a relative in a nursing home, and this relative was dying and had taken 3 separate tests for COVID and tested negative all 3 times. The relative passed away, and now they're hounding the nursing home, and the powers that be there are hounding the living relatives to basically sign off that in fact that the relative did pass away from COVID, because supposedly they get $14,000 extra if this relative passes from COVID, and effectively bribe them, saying we'll give you 10% of the money if you come down here and sign the papers, which I thought was animalistic at best. I mean, just so sick. And he also told me of the profession he works in, the healthcare professionals that were having to take tests 3 times a week. The doctors basically gave up the testing. It was costing them so much money because they'd taken so many tests, they would get as many positives as they would negative results in the test. So it was kind of like, what's the point? Since some of these tests are so flaky anyway. So really, who knows what's going on with these COVID numbers to begin with, as far as surges and this and that and the other. That's it.